Hey everyone, it's Sue here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm working on a little mini album that I actually learned how to do back in 2014 from Two Peas in a Bucket. Do you guys remember Two Peas in a Bucket? Well, I missed them. And one of their videos was on how to make this. So I took this 12 by 12 paper from Illustrated Faith called She Blooms. And that's what I ended up using on the album I'm making today. But this one right here was the first one I ever made. And I'll just show you, and this was back in the days where I was still doing Project Life. And it was just, this was like a really fun and easy way to capture what was going on in my life at that point in time. And I think that I was going to try to do them, a few times a year, but that didn't work. I ended up making two of them in 2014. And then my third one I'm going to make today with you guys. And you can make these little albums for really any occasion. Back in 2014 when I did this, I was just really trying to capture what was going on that month in my life. And I put the pretty little ribbon on the ring. And the one I'm going to do today, I'm going to use that seam binding. But this one, which was my second one that I made in 2014, I just left the red ring. And it says you, me, us, and we. So when you're looking at your 3x4 cards, and you could use 4x6 as well, I suppose, think about like the cover of your little book. What's the title of it and what's the last page? And this is the paper I'm going to be using today. It is made by Illustrated Faith and it's called She Blooms. And when I purchased them back in January or February, I bought 2 sheets of it. I liked it that much, and I had in my head then that this is what I was going to do because it's been over 2 years since the last time I've made one of these little photo albums. And so what I did was I cut all of the 3x4s out of the 12x12, and I actually adhered them together. So you're going to see here, I have these 2 cards that I'm going to use this Tombow adhesive, and I'm going to put them together to make like a whole page, a front and a back of a page. And I'll put, in some cases on some of these pages, I'm putting a photo on both the front and the back. And when you cut out these 3x4s out of a 12x12, they're not going to be exact. So if they're not, just take a scissor and do a little bit of trimming. I do try to have it, as even as possible. So then another step, well, let me show you here first. Okay, here we go. So see the little hole right there? You have to punch those for the bookbinding ring to go through, right? So you just take your hole punch and put one of the cards that's already punched onto a card that's not, and it's a great template so that all of your holes end up in the same spot. All right, I also have these cute little paper clips that I received in some Happy Mail. And I definitely want to use those. And I have this sheet of 12x12 stickers I will pull in, as well as some bling and some enamel dots. So I really enjoyed this because it really brought back my memories of Project Life, which I haven't done in over a year. So this was a lot of fun for me. This is all about my granddaughter who turns 7 today. And I kind of want it to be a little reflection of her life up until this point in time. So this little photo of when she was about 6 months old, I backed with some black paper just so it would pop a little bit on that busy background. And that's the front cover of my little album. And this will be the back cover of it. Just perfect. I just love this paper. The paper itself tells a story. So look at what you're using, whatever 3x4 card you're using, and try to make a story of it. Then go through your photos. So like all of these photos I'm using, they were already printed. Like I have a little box that I keep photos in that I haven't used on my pages. And all I had to do was go through that little box. Easy. So I'm pulling out some little gold rhinestones. And that little sticker says Pure Love. How cute, right? And so here I'm continuing on with my book. This was actually a selfie that she took of herself. Actually, I should probably go back and write that on there. That I think that was her first ever selfie, if I remember correctly. So I need to go write that on there. And then this photo is of Madison and my bird Maui. And little by little, she's getting a little older in these photos. And I don't know if you can tell, but I did this on Periscope today. Periscope is an app. It's a live broadcasting app that you use on your iOS and Android devices. So what I did was after I finished my scope, I brought it over here to YouTube and I'm doing the voiceover. So you'll see my hands moving a lot, and that's because I'm commenting to people and talking to people on Periscope. If you haven't been over there, definitely head over to Periscope. You can get the app by going to Periscope/TV or www.periscope/TV, and you can get the app right there on their homepage. And there's a lot of artists over there, a lot of people that do stamping and Bible art and painting and drawing, and there's quite a community over there. And you can find me at Shiles728 over on Periscope. So I'm continuing on here, and I will embellish these just a little bit more, these pages. So let's see. All right, I'm getting the photos down. Then I'll go back and put a little bling and stuff on them. So I didn't make these, I want to say, too busy or not overly difficult. Just I pulled out a few things, and like I'm going to do a little cluster of enamel dots. And I liked it so much, and it brought back so many memories of my project life. I did it again because I just love that look of enamel dots in that little cluster of 3. So here I'm doing it again. And it really is so much making me want to do project life again. And this is actually a little photo of my granddaughter and her cousin who lives next door. Look at how cute. And they love one another. They're both the same age, and I mean, they grew up together from diapers to now. So it's important for me to have Chloe in, this little album as well. All right, so now I'm going to pull out, the rhinestones. Oh no, here I pulled out the little arrow in gold. So just kind of showing that, yes, they love one another, and they truly do. They're awesome cousins, and they play so well together. And this is the last photo I'm putting in, and it's a photo of Madison jumping on my bed. And she looks super cute there. Oh, she looks super cute in all of them. What can I say? I know. A Grammy. I mean, I'm a Grammy. What can I say? And, oops, and putting a few more rhinestones over here. And another sticker. I'm just trying to figure out which way to put it. It says joy on there. And now I want to definitely, before I put the ring on, I want to figure out where to put these paper clips. And they are just so cute. And I decided to put the gold one there because it had the gold arrow on the other page. Cute. So that made them a little bit more chunky. And then I forgot I had a piece of washi tape out, so I put that down. What is, doing something like this without washi tape? You gotta have washi tape, right? And this is it. This is, the pages are done, and now I have to put it all together. So I was deciding on what color ring to use, and again, it's a book ring. And I don't really remember where I purchased those from. I cannot remember that for the life of me. And so I chose the red one, and I'm going to tie the seam binding on. And I'm just going to tie it in a little knot and then a little bow. And I think that that looks just perfect. And that little seam binding was just in my stash. So that is it. That is my little book that I wanted to share with all of you. And here I'm just taking out the 3 of them again, just to show you one more time. And you know what? If you have a half hour, an hour of time, and just feel like being a little bit creative, and you have photos around the house, definitely pull them out. Do this. I know you all have Project Life cards, or you can take, a 12 by 12 pattern paper and cut it up into 3 by 4s. And you can make your own little photo album that way. And I'm just sharing here that I have a Spread the Word group Facebook page. It's actually called Spread the Word Group. And you'll see a link below in the description right here in YouTube. And it's a great place to come. And we do Bible art hops the first Saturday of every month, as well as it's a great place to ask for prayer and also share your Bible art. So here's some photos, and I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you subscribe and leave me a comment. Bye-bye.